What is going on, my homeless cats? What is going on, my YouTube community? Did I cook up something for you guys today? And before I get started, we're just gonna watch this clip, and then we're gonna see if I'm stretching. But I want you guys to hear this theory out. How's social doing, fellas? I was over at the socials and Instagram, and I got this clip, right? So hear me out.
I guess you're supposed to.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Why it says press?
So you press a thing because it says press? You would not have survived the camps.
Why? What? It
Dude,
says press.
go ahead.
Why would they make it say
Press
press?
the art button. Enjoy.
No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. It's the button. Listen. Okay. No. Wait a second. No, wait.
I almost passed out. You can see it in my eyes.
You couldn't do it now. You couldn't do it now.
Oh, you can't do it now. You couldn't do it then. That's why it's funny.
You couldn't do it then.
Brian, that's never allowed. How social, fellas, do you think Brendan set up this exact moment for this reaction from Bert? Because we just had that clip last week, literally. And I think it was just Shaub trying to push Bert to laugh, as hard as he could. He wanted that whistle.
Listen. Okay. No. Wait a second. Wait.
As we watch Brian scratch his face like a homeless cat, probably realizing what an idiot Brendan is, and maybe asking, how much more can he take of this?
What are we doing here, Papa?
Trying to force a moment just because last week Bert had a clip that sounded like a whistle. And man, what is that laugh? You guys gotta let me know, does Bert Kreischer have the worst laugh in comedy? It kind of distracts you from what you're even laughing at. But anyways, Howie Mandel. Holy shit, did this man fucking annihilate Brendan, embarrassed him, talk shit to his face, and Brendan is so dumb he didn't even realize it. But here's some clips that I thought were worth watching.
Yes.
And you were wearing knit pants.
Yes.
Like sweater pants.
I take some fashion risk. My first day of first grade, I wore cowboy boots, a bolo tie, and a silk shirt and a cowboy hat.
And no pants.
And no pants.
That's a risk.
Huge risk.
And
But
first
it went
day-
over well. Went over well in first grade. Now, dressing like that in a predominantly black school, you're going to get bullied. But I do it for the fashion. Fashion is pain. I've always been.
Did you get
super into
bullied as a
fashion.
kid?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Is that why you got into fighting?
Not at all. I got bullied, but growing up where I did in that predominantly black neighborhood, the way to stick out was sports. So it was a blessing and a curse. It was a blessing where I was kind of the cool kid because I was really good at sports, but I wanted to do stand-up. I wanted to be the silly kid. But I wanted to do stand-up. I wanted to be the silly kid. But that wasn't my path at the time. It was sports. So that's how
What was your first sport?
football. I was so serious about football.
Were you a big kid?
No, small kid. I was so serious about football in elementary school because, when you have recess, the grass is always wet, and I kept slipping. So I wore my cleats to school. So I'd walk around, they'd make fun of me in the halls. I'd be like, all right, see what happens at recess. And then my mom.
You wore cleats all day long so
All
you
day.
wouldn't slip on the lawn.
Yep, just to, show off during recess to get the job done.
To show off during recess. But you weren't playing football in recess.
Yeah, we were. We had footballs. Yeah.
And you were the only one with cleats, no pants,
Nope.
silk shirt. Only one with cleats, no pants, silk shirt, bolo tie,
Cowboy hat, scoring touchdowns on these fools.
Wow. And then, so when do you start fighting?
I started fighting. So I took football pretty far. I went to University of Colorado. Shout out to the Denver kids in there. University of Colorado.
Anybody in that room go to the University of Colorado?
DU? Are you DU kids?
No, they were all homeschooled. No,
No one went to college.
nobody went to college. Nobody went to.
Okay, well,
they were homeschooled.
yeah, that's fine.
Littleton, you know.
Yeah, I went to University of Colorado. I played football there. Then I had a cappuccino with the Buffalo Bills, and I got there, and they're like, "We're all set on slow white guys." Got there, and they're like, "We're all set on slow white guys." Got there, and they're like, "We're all set on slow white guys."
That's it. That's the joke. That's literally the first joke he's told. Person who's been trying to do comedy since he was little. He didn't do it in between when he was starting to fight. This is it. He's lived his life for this moment right here, for this joke.
To Colorado, and I was training jiu-jitsu to stay in shape, and I just had a knack for it, and just started training, and then I was training for about a year and a half. And then a training partner of mine, Shane Carwin, who became the UFC heavyweight champion, interim champion of the world, said, I was just training all the time, and I was selling supplements door to door. And he goes,
Door-to-door supplements, like creatine and things like that?
Yep.
Door-to-door creatine guy.
Door to door. Selling supplements is a tough gig.
Well, door-to-door, I can imagine. Ding dong, who is it? You guys want some vitamins?
Yeah, some old lady answers like, "Hey, you ever tried creatine?" You know, it's a tough sell. But your boy, I did all right at it. But that's that all set me up for stand-up, because the people skills, you have to have that and adapt. It really helped me out.
Did you sell creatine to elderly women?
Oh, yeah. Creatine, BSN products, EAS products.
Did you, as a door-to-door supplement salesman, did you ever, and single, did you ever was there a great story about like some older...
I wish, man.
No,
Nothing.
You never got laid. Never got laid.
I got hit on by some old guy one time. That's about it.
An old guy?
An old guy.
Okay.
He bought a lot of creatine.
Okay. And so
I got hit on by some old guy one time. That's about it.
An old guy?
An old guy.
Okay.
He bought a lot of creatine.
Kick ass. Don't want to sound like a dick or nothing, but it says on your chart that you're fucked up. You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.